Everything's on. Okay. And I'm here. We are going to continue coloring this page. And it's from the book 101 Mindfulness Landscapes, which is a really cool book, which is by Alvaro. Make sure everything's going okay there. I gotta figure out how to do I'm going to continue coloring this page. I usually put the picture on top of the book. These are my little coloring tags. We're going to just keep those right there. I usually just put the page on top of the book with a piece of tracing paper in between. However, this book is a little small and it wasn't being comfortable for me. So what I've been doing is using the back of another book. This book is also from Alvaro. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. And it's Anxiety Relief Cloudscape Coloring Book. And so I'm just using that. Yeah, there we go. I'm just using that for my base. Looks like there's something on it. That's weird. I'm uncertain if I should get a piece of tracing paper. I don't think that I need to. I think it'll be okay. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. Give me just a second. All right. And I was looking at this picture last night and thinking like what I wanted to do with these trees up here. And I want them to be the same color as these. So that's what I'm going to do. I also, we're going to flesh out the trees here. So let me remind myself what I was using. I believe that this set of pencils is what I was using for that. We know that we're definitely, I know that last time we were working on the trees, but I'm keen to get the treetops done, and I'm going to color them, like I said, the same golden kind of color. I don't know if I'm really achieving a golden effect, but that's what we are going for. So light orange yellow I used. Oh, let's do this. Bright yellow, I think that was my first color. Sorry, I'm reacclimating myself. That was my darkest color. Let's see. See, that's why I write stuff down. 310. I think I hadn't colored this for 2 weeks or something, or forget like that. 42, 303. That's our base color. And then that was our kind of accenty. All right. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I feel chaotic right now. I don't know why. Bright yellow. I've been watching a lot of ASMR videos. And apricot yellow. Why is that even in here? Maybe that's over here. I'm so sorry, guys. There's my bright yellow. I should have done this before, right? Okay, we got it. We got it. Let me give this a little sharpen. I noticed some of the wooden barrels on these are a little like kind of ragged. Doesn't seem to be affecting. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it right now. We are going to go ahead and start coloring these treetops bright yellow first. What I like to do is put down a base coat. I feel like I even need a bigger book. Oh, I'll just deal with it. If I don't have a book that's large enough for the page to just kind of rest on top of and not overhang, then I tend to crease it on the bottom because I'm not paying attention while I'm coloring to where I'm putting my arm on the page. So yeah, what I do is, or what I have been doing since I've started this channel actually, is I put a base coat down first, and then I build up on that. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Let's put this base coat down. Hopefully everybody's doing okay today. Oh, right. So I was saying, I knew I was talking about something. I was like, what the heck was I talking about? And I'm trying to maintain using circular motion to put the color onto the trees there. But I was watching this ASMR creator. I think it's ASMR soap crushing or something. Is ASMR soap is the channel or something. She's got these beautiful like layouts of just all this soap, like hollow boxes. That's the only way I can describe it, of soap that she puts like glitter inside of, or foam, and she's got these really beautiful hands and really beautiful manicure, and she's like crushing these things, and it's very interesting and fascinating. Like, I can't stop watching it. It's like insane. I'm like, why am I sitting here watching 30 minutes of a video of this person crushing up glitter with soap shreds? It's the weirdest thing. And I'm even weirder in that when I watch ASMR videos, I'm typically watching them on mute, so I can't even hear it. So it's more about the visual for me. Um, Especially the eating ones. Like, I probably shouldn't admit that I have watched actually a lot of ASMR eating videos. um because it's just like fascinating. What's the one girl? I think her name is Honey Bear, I think is what her name is. And I watched, like, one night I couldn't get to sleep and I was watching her videos. She put so much, I watched them all on mute though. So I didn't really like know what I was watching, I guess. I don't know. Um, she puts so much effort into making these things that she eats. Like, it's like she makes all kinds of just insane stuff and then like eats it on camera. And she's got like this setup, and it's this whole kind of slapstick kind of thing as well. Um, Hundreds of thousands of views, and she's eating this weird stuff like a guitar that she made out of like fondant or fondue, or however the say how you say that. Um, and it's just like fascinating to watch. But then I think it was the next morning I was like, well, I wonder like what what does that sound like? And I listened, and I couldn't do it anymore because the sounds are just like pretty gross. That was a whole tangent I just went down on. But the point of that was, when I first started this channel, that was, I wanted to do some of that kind of content. I mean, I'm not going to lie, because it's really popular and I want to make money doing this. I've discovered that I'm not like making coloring videos for like attention or praise or whatever. Um, I like coloring and I'm gonna do it anyway. So I might as well like uh live stream it and talk with like-minded coloring people. You see how the page is curling up as the pigment's being applied to it as the product? That's interesting. Um, but like I want to make money at this, and you make money by getting views, and I'm not sure, I've done research and watched lots of coloring creators and oh, one of them, Colorfully Optimistic, she said the coolest phrase in regards to people that color on YouTube. I'll have to listen to her video again. Um, but just trying to learn from them and like, well, why is she getting 32,000 views and I'm, like what's she doing? What do I need to do to get to that same level? So my hobby, my coloring hobby can pay for itself and maybe like pay my rent. I would happily sit around for 10 hours a day coloring and doing videos if that would pay the rent, right? Oh my God, can you imagine? There is though, like, when you do what you love creatively for money, um, it definitely changes things. 100% changes things. So there's that to take into consideration as well with any kind of business venture. All right, we're going to come down and do these ones before I move across. I like the way that this looks. I'm wondering, I still want to put a base coat on and then I'm just going to like shade these out darker. I think I'm going to leave this and put kind of like accent color or whatever. So I'm just going to color these guys right here. This clump of trees. Well, you guys are quiet today. I'm used to people saying, hey, you guys are a quiet bunch today. And I'm just chatty. Yeah, so I talked to a really good friend of mine yesterday, and she's been inspired, and we're gonna get together and powwow and really make a stab at starting a business together, a creative business together. We've worked together before, so it'll at least be fun collaborating with other creative people. Since I've moved into RV life full time, it's harder to connect with people in real life. I'm like looking at this and it's a tree, right? But it's so the circles are a little too circly. It's not defined like a tree. It almost looks like maybe a cloud. But anyway, we're talking about, and I've wanted to do this for a really long time, and I've talked about it for a while, several years, create coloring books from the photography I've done with models and convert those photos into coloring books. And it's really not that hard to do. It's just like with anything, doing it. I think I should color that the yellow so it doesn't stick out. And then maybe as I'm like putting in accent colors, I'll try to make it look less like an ice cream scoop. I like this tree. I love this tree. Honestly, I do. It's like my fave. Okay. Let's move over here and take care of this cluster here. I want to color it like a pink ice cream scoop, but we'll go ahead and put it in with everybody else. We have a golden tree situation going on here. I don't want this to look autumny. I want it, I don't know, although these birds kind of look like falling leaves, don't they? I'm going to color that blue. I'm actually going to color this guy. It's a color. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to fill all of the white of the page here for this initial first putting down of color. You know, like if you paint, you you prime your canvas before you put paint on it, and that's like at least one of the gals that I lived with that went to the Kansas City Art Institute. She would put white. It's like primer. I think that's what it's called, primer. I forgot that little sliver right there last time. So this is kind of like my primer. Tell I never went to art school because I'm really just putting a base coat down. It's a little sticky here today. I've got the windows open because it was early. It wasn't, it was okay. It was probably in the 70s. It's really nice, actually. But now it's probably creeping up into the 80s. This almost looks like sky, but I'm going to color it as if it's a tree because that makes more sense. So yeah, hopefully within the next couple months, we'll have some coloring books. I kind of want to leave that as sky, and I'm going to color this as the tree. I see like a little blip right there. We'll color that. Oh. I think this helps, you know, it helps to have a base color down instead of automatically trying to like shade and stuff by putting your darkest color down first and then working from that. Because I know some people do that. Be careful around that edge right there so I don't. Okay. I think that's good for the first color there, yeah. Let me push this back up. I kind of want to get another book to put behind. And you can see, well, I don't know if you can see very easily how the page has curled up there as I put the color on it. And that's going to happen more as I go ahead and put more on it. Okay, we are done with our little base of bright yellow. Now our medium yellow color, actually we're going to go for our darkest yellow, which was 310. the goldenrod. And we're going to go ahead and line along. Look where it's already, because this is a grayscale coloring book, you can see there's already shaded areas. And so you find the darkest spots and you color them with that darkest color. Trying to go through it methodically a little bit so I don't skip spaces. Oh, I ordered some fine liners, some markers that are going to be here on Friday. I think it's called Stabilo. And I'm going to do a swatching video of them, I think. Or unboxing, whatever, just to show everybody. Okay. So I filled in the dark areas, and I want more. I'm going to go along here. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and see where it makes sense to put more in there. I want to give a little bit of dimension to everything here. Come back through in the trees here. Make this guy a little bit darker. To me, it makes sense to kind of put it along like the bottom of the clusters of trees, the inside, It's like they look like they're a little fuller, maybe. And that also makes sense to kind of pop them out too, though, by putting color behind. All right. All right, I'm going to leave that alone because I'm also going to be putting another color in there. So I don't want to overdo it because I'll probably overdo it later. Okay. The ice cream scoop. I want to handle this. I'm going to do like a background kind of highlight, I guess. I wonder, give me 1 second, because my significant other is at the grocery store. Can we have cookies? I don't know why I say it like that. I don't need to say, can we have cookies? He knows. Like, I don't have to ask if we can have cookies. But he might already be gone from the store, is my point. because the other ones that he got, look guys, we're going to do a little breakaway from this really quick. And these were the cookies that he got. They're okay, but they're not giving like the cookie that I want. These are like, would be good with like coffee or tea or something like that. Anyway, a little impromptu. Gosh, I don't know what that noise was. A little impromptu product. And not good endorsement. They're not sweet enough. I'm not sure if he's still at the store or not, though. Okay, I don't want to mess my little ice cream scoop up. I feel like maybe I need to, I've got a couple of books that are like special effects books for coloring. And there's tutorials in there on how to color like, excuse me, sphere things to make them look shiny and whatnot, excuse me. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just sitting here coloring. Okay. Maybe along the tree trunk here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around with that a little bit more. I'm gonna go around this one. That makes sense. This would be darker back here. I think I'm going to be putting more medium yellow color on this. I also have been thinking about it, and the picture, this other picture that I, no, why did I do that? That I just, I'm going to move this a little closer to me so I can kind of hold this down here. I started working on this picture, and I was just, I'm coloring it so quickly. I'm actually almost done with it. Like if I start working, if I, sorry, my face stopped working for talking. If I continue to work on it the pace that I have been, I'll finish it today. Which I think I might do, depending on what Sawyer and I get up to. But I was using Gamsol, and it really, I love Gamsol. I really do. There's a time and a place for everything, though. And you've got to put a decent amount of color down on the page before you can use Gamsol. I'm not using Gamsol in this picture. I'm just saying that with the next page that I do, I want to use Gamsol and just show the, I wouldn't really call it like a technique, but I'll show the technique that I use for using Gamsol. No, I just, hopefully we'll be back connected. I lost it too. YouTube doesn't like Gamsol. There, I'm back. This is 100% pure odorless mineral spirits. I'm not sure why they call it spirits. I don't think there's any alcohol content. It is flammable. Contains petroleum distillates. I hadn't really thought to think what the heck is in it. But whatever. It's awesome, and it blends stuff, and it's great. and don't have to, yeah, it's nice. I'm using it on the other picture that I'm coloring. And I want to do a video on it. My next page will be using that, just so you guys know. Get some Gamsol. We are now going to move into putting our medium yellow color into these trees. And that color is light orange yellow, number 42. For me, 3 colors seems to be like the sweet spot. I've watched Chris Chang. She is brilliant. And she can use up to so I don't know. She uses a lot of colors, and her work is amazing. Everybody should watch her stuff. I wish she talked in it. She doesn't, as far as I know. Maybe she does now. The ones that I watched like 4 or so years ago, there was no speaking. It was just her coloring, and I picked up a lot of ways to color things from watching her videos and just trying to mimic. But she will use so many colors and make things just like, I don't know, come to life, really. They jump off the page at you. It's just the medium yellow color. I'm just kind of putting it where I think it will look good. Trying to give this tree a little bit of oomph. I'm going to go over all of this, but I'm not coloring this like precisely, like beautifully, whatever. It's because I'm going to be going over it once more with the lightest yellow again. So it'll all kind of blend together. This is the trust the process stage. And I know we're probably going to get down to a trust the process stage too once we get into all these flowers down here. I still haven't thought of what I'm going to do with them yet. I keep looking at them. Let's see. I have been listening to like 90s music lately. And it's like totally putting me in another universe. I still haven't found this one song, though. It's like I remember all these songs, but I don't know the names of even what the song's called, so, or the band or whatever. But I rediscovered Enigma. So that's been fun. I'm sure because I'm an Uber driver. I'm sure my passengers are just like, what the F is this chick listening to? It's like Gregorian chants, you know, with techno music. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to get too flippant over here. I still want some of that lightness to be coming through. Yeah, but so it made me think that like I'd like to have music playing, you know, while we're doing these videos. Not like loud or anything, but you have to worry about copyright. So like what, I email Enigma and say like, hey, can I play your music while I'm coloring? I'll give you a shout out. Right. Let me look at this thing. I'm also getting, I don't know. I'm looking at it that, because I put red in these, you know, to kind of give them just a little something. But I think that I should leave these without that because it separates them from it, right? It makes them look a little more popcorny, fluffy. So I'm going to leave the red out. If I change my mind, I change my mind and we'll put it back in later. So we are going to come back with our, what was this, bright yellow. I was just thinking about using Gamsol, but I don't think I'd have to put a deeper, if I use Gamsol to blend this right now, it would take away a lot of, yeah, I'm not going to do that. We'll just use our bright yellow. Which is number 303. And I'm just going to go, be careful. And just color over all of what we've just colored. Just blend all those colors together. There are colorless blenders, and I do have those. Those. I think I have a Prismacolor one. And I have, what's the other one that I have? The other one I have is the same brand as these drawing pencils that I have, but I can't remember what it is. It's not really important. I don't really use them. It changes the color in a weird that I don't care for. Like I said, I'm just going over, and by doing this, I'm blending out like kind of the harsh lines in between the colors so they all kind of flow together and they're not just like blobs of yellow. I'm so technical, aren't I? That's probably confusing having that in the background. Sorry about that. Okay. I mean, it may not look like it's doing much, but it's really subtle. I found that as I've been coloring the past, I don't know, 6 years maybe. Maybe it hasn't been that long. Maybe it's only been like 4 or 5. Subtlety is key. It's just like the simplest things can have the best effects. It's amazing, honestly. Less is more. And I've when I've like done art stuff in school or as a teenager or a young adult, like in my early 20s, like I was just kind of like, and even now coloring, I'm just like everything needs to be completely saturated and as vibrant and doused as possible. Let me get as much paint onto the wall as I possibly can. My landlord hated me. Yeah. All right, we're going to move over to this side, smooth these guys out. That one could use a little bit more defining. Goldenrod was our darkest color, so I'm just going to stick. It looks like I didn't even touch this one, huh? Let's put a little bit in there. Let's go back with our medium, which was light orange yellow. Put a little bit in there. Okay. I'll make this look darker too. Seems like the trees that are like behind the other trees and up underneath will be darker, right? Okay. A little deviation right there. Come back with the bright yellow and smooth it out. I'm not yeah, I'll have to like the angle that I have to color at while I'm doing the live stream doesn't like really let me kind of see everything as good as I'd like to. So I might have to do more to this after I get done. Once I can like really bring it close up to me. There we go. My pencil needs a little bit of a sharpen. I use this Tagal sharpener. I think that's how you pronounce it. You can get it on Amazon pretty cheap. What I like about it is I got it for Prismacolors because that's what people in the chat groups were recommending. It's got a dial for how like close, how much it cuts. It sharpens. So 2 is has seemed to be the magic number for Prismacolors and for every other pencil I've ever used. I'll be honest, I haven't really played around with it that much. The way that I color is I color really hard. Like I press really hard. I'm learning not to. Like I've adjusted actually. But so if I sharpen too much, I break them. Like right now I have to be careful that I don't break it because I just sharpened it too much. Okay. I think that's it for the trees, guys. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the whole bottom half. I think normally when I color a page, I don't color them like this. It doesn't go from like top to bottom. I kind of start just where, like, I don't know. I haven't colored landscape though, so really. Um, so whatever is going to happen down here is going to be interesting. I'm still thinking I'm probably going to color the pathway this same color, but I'm not, I haven't 100% convinced myself of that just yet. Okay, so these were the colors that I had picked out for coloring the tree. Right, 428, that's what we put down our first time around, so we'll remove that. Let me just get myself reset up here. Yeah, okay. Our medium color, actually this is our darkest color, 39, and then 34 I was going to try to do like some kind of accenty things. So okay, That's our lightest. We're going to come back with the number 39, which is apricot yellow. That does not look like any kind of yellow I've ever seen, but that's fine. We'll go with it. And we're going to make these trees look cooler than they already do. Okay. Starting with apricot yellow. Guys, I've been like so bad. I saw on YouTube short, oh, nah, that doesn't really need to be sharpened. A video for slime, and like I want some now. Isn't that bad? Let's come in a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out the zoom on this camera. I wish there was a button I could tap instead of having to pinch it. It drives me nuts. Let me see. Give me just a second while no, that's not it. That's better, right? Okay. We are going to go to the darkest areas, as we do, and put that darkest color. I'm going a little light here because I wasn't sure. I'm bad in that I don't test stuff out. I mean, sometimes I do, but a lot of times I'm just like, just put it on there, and if it doesn't work, we'll color over it. It's kind of happened to me with the page I'm coloring now. The other page I'm coloring now. It's hysterical. This phone that I use for live streaming that's all I use it for. I have nothing else on it. I haven't given anybody the phone number. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I could find that out, of course, but like it doesn't leave the house, it doesn't do anything. I don't get on the internet with it. I strictly, I mean, as far as like I'm not doing anything on it except for live streaming on YouTube on it. So of course I'm using the internet on it, but you know what I mean. And it must get like 6 calls a day or something. I haven't set the voicemail up, and I'm not going to because I'm not going to use it as a real phone. It's just funny. I feel like this tree needs to be a little because I'm going to go back over it. I'll just stick out just a little bit more. That's nice. Okay, before we go over to the other side, we're going to go ahead and finish him. We're going to finish these trees on this side first. What is this color? This is my brick dust number 34. I'm gonna be really sparing with this. I just kind of wanted to introduce a orangey element to things. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see in a second. This color reminds me of, they look like mesquite trees, in Savannah, which it doesn't, they can't be mesquite trees because I think those only grow in like desert climates. I'm probably wrong about that, but that's typically where I've seen them, is in like New Mexico and the canyons and Arizona. Mesquite trees with like red kind of veiny things going on. Super beautiful. I didn't do anything with that one, so let's do something with that. We'll take up our apricot yellow again. Whoops. Put a little line in here. Okay. And then back to the brick dust. Just a little line. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the lightest color that we're using, which is 428. What is this? Light salmon. And go back over the trees now. Let me give that a little sharpen. I keep over sharpening. I'm going to come into these little guys first, since I have such a fine point. And just kind of color over everything and mush those colors together. Blend them into each other a little bit better. The subtle things. I like the way this one's coming out. That's nice. That came out really nice. Cool. Panthera Leo. Hello, how are you today? Hopefully you are well. I am just coloring some tree trunks. Which is always fun. I haven't colored tree trunks for a while, but the same basic formula, for me at least. I colored them, the base coat on the other live stream, not this one. Color all the way out to the edge of the page. I'm definitely gonna laminate this one and put it up somewhere on the wall. Trying to be careful along the edge there so I don't like grab the paper with a pencil and crease it like I did up there. Oh, that doesn't look too terrible. This paper is pretty decent. This is the first time I've colored in this book, and I'm able to put, like this is the third layer of color that I'm putting on things, and it's taking it pretty well. I don't know if I would want to try to put another layer on top of this. It might kind of blow it out, burnish it where it won't accept any more pigment. Okay, what do we think? Those are some nice tree trunks, if I do say so myself. Let us come over to these guys over here. I'm going to do the trunks first, and then we'll do the little trees because they're kind of off to the side there, right? They're trying to hide from us. Apricot yellow is our first color, which is our darkest color. I don't know why I want to sharpen this so bad, so I'll just sharpen it. That's a decent point, right? Okay, so I'm going to go with this little guy first because I have a nice little point here. I'm waiting for my man to come home. That's not him. And he'll have cookies. I hope I caught him before he left the store. Like, I just turned 50 on April 7th. Well, maybe probably didn't know that, but I just turned 50 on April 7th, and I've just kind of been thinking about that. And I don't know how many like women I've heard say like, oh, I was in the best shape I was ever in when I was 50. And that is definitely not the case for me. I would like to be able to say that. So, like, even though I've been, like, trying to kind of modify my diet to what I used to eat, actually, which I used to eat a lot worse than I eat now. But once I started eating healthy is the weirdest thing. I just gained all of this weight. Like, I gained a lot of weight, yo. Like, over 60 pounds in the last year. So that, like, sucks. And I'm trying to like motivate myself to like get out and exercise, and or even not even like exercise, but like just get out and move. Being a driver, I'm sitting down on my job. And then when I'm not working, I'm relaxing so I can work the next day and be sharp-witted. You're driving people around. It's just like, I don't know. There's a sense of responsibility of like, I've got this person's life in my hands. So I need to be well rested. I need to, be able to perform what I need to do. Hi. Mahit? Somat? I'm sorry. I probably pronounced that horribly, but hello. Thank you for joining. I'm trying to talk myself into exercising. Or just moving, which I did. I went for a very brief walk the other day, but now it's like hot and sticky and I don't want to walk outside. There are actually walking videos, indoor walking videos on YouTube. They're low impact. I have really icky knees. There's my boyfriend. Ooh. He's driving around the cul-de-sac. Okay, so I've put that in there a little bit. We're going to come over to these branches, and I am going to give this a little bit more of a sharpen so I can get into the small spots here. Let me see. Carefully. Kind of doing more of a outline thing, I guess, with this. These skinny little branches, boy, I tell you. Let's see, put some there, put some there. Just kind of putting some random darkness in there. I think that's good. Okay. Now we are going to come in with the brick dust guy. I might as well start with, well, I don't need to sharpen it just yet, but so we'll do the trunks and then come back to that branches. Hello. Did you get my cookie message on time?
Spots open. Both of them are.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, crud. All right, guys. Well, we gotta go. You want to shut the door while you're out there? Let's get some AC going before.
Ladybug just came in. Come on, Ladybug, get out. Get out.
Oh, I was so close to being done with these trees, but we do have to go.
More stuff. That's the frozen stuff. I should just put it in the freezer right now.
I saw some people leaving, but what time is it? Did you park the car over there?
No.
Park the car in this spot.
All right.
Yes, that's the thing to do. And you remember which one it is. It's on the other side of that tree.
Yeah.
Well, once you get the stuff out of it, if you want me to, I can go do it. So, okay. Yay, our spot's open, you guys. The spot that we love. It's in the shade. And we don't have the air conditioner running as much as it would be. So we got to go hustle and move. We got to dump our waste. If you didn't know, I live full-time in an RV with my awesome boyfriend and partner. And the campground that we're staying at is a first come, first served basis. You don't reserve spots. And but you're allowed to move around if you want, like if in this case, a better spot opens up that you like. And we've been driving past every single day looking to see if these people had left, and they finally left. So it's time to move our home. But let me finish these dang trees real quick. That means I got to put everything up here. The good thing about just kind of moving down the way is we're not like traveling. But at the same time, it's difficult because the campgrounds are really bumpy. Now that we've got that on, we need to go back over it with the light salmon color. That's what I was doing. Sorry. Just trying to figure out what's my next step here. We're going to give that a sharpen. And then let's color over this. I am almost done with these trees. And we gotta put, well, I guess, yeah, we gotta put the groceries up before we move. And do that. Okay. Oh, you can tell I'm rushing. I should just, if he moves the car over there, then nobody will take it, so we don't need to really worry once the car gets put in the spot. Campground wars, y'all. Mm-hmm. Let's smush all these colors together. Mm-hmm. Those people must have left early this morning because I didn't see them leave. And I was actually paying attention because I wanted to know. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Light salmon. If anybody wants a link to this on Amazon, just ask and I can do that. I actually did a flip through of this book where there is a link to it on Amazon, so go check that out. What I should do, if I was a good YouTuber, is I would put a link in the comments. Or I mean in the description. So then you could see the complete book. I wonder where he went. He disappeared on me. I thought he was getting other groceries out of the car. Maybe he got them all out and then just moved the car over there. I didn't know, you guys. Okay. These trees are looking beautiful, huh? I like them. All right, I got a pencil sharpen one more time. And then after I finish this one, I'm going to fly out of here. I'm probably going to end up cutting this little edge here. Maybe not. Okay. Trees are done. Let's zoom out so you guys can see where we're at. This is where we're at. And I got a dash, I got a dip, I got to go. I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. I see that. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you're having a great day and good evening. Thanks.